I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Projects that were selected. Business first. So I have a bunch of announcements. We've been listening to everyone who participated, and there have been a lot of questions as to next steps. Well, I have answers for you. So, a lot of people on the action teams are wondering, the projects that are selected, how are they going to be implemented? So the steering committee, because we are very dedicated to this project, is forming a subcommittee, an implementation subcommittee, and we will work alongside each of the action teams that are selected and
This is very important because it is a community engagement effort where all of Hartford residents get the opportunity, 13 years and older, to place their vote for what they think is important to make Hartford better. All of our projects are projects proposed by Hartford residents.
Yeah, thank you.
And now we're going to hear some testimonials from some participants that were actually on our action teams. And are we going to do it one at a time? Yeah. So the first one will be Jim.
She's right here. Oh. Yeah, go Jim. So, everyone, this is Jim Doyle. Jim Doyle, besides being a volunteer for Hartford Decides, because he's been at every single event, he also served as one of the facilitators for our action teams. So our action teams were comprised of volunteers who stepped up to serve as liaisons, and then we were given each action team a facilitator, a Hartford resident, who would help them be the bridge, the communication between the steering committee and the action team, and to be a resource for them for any of their needs. So Jim was one of our wonderful action team facilitators. Thank you to all of our other facilitators. Actually, can we have our facilitators stand up? Facilitators, stand up. Thank you so much for lending your talent to Hartford Decides. Wonderful. All right, Jim, the floor is yours.
I testify, right?
You testify.
Hi, that's right. Hi. Amen. So I was a facilitator for the Youth Action Team, hey, and the Neighborhood Improvements Action Team. So, hey, way to go. So it was a great experience. My first time involved in a process like this. Two things sort of stand out. One happened to do with the process. I mean, the steering committee provided a great structure and a playbook and a toolkit and every resource that you can imagine to make sure that the teams behaved themselves, played nice together, got their work done, and actually worked the process all the way to the end. But what was more important, I think, than the playbook and the process was the people that are on the teams. We had high school students to retirees on both teams. And they had a chance to take these fuzzy concepts that came out of the brainstorming meetings way back in December, a while ago, and actually to work the process to come together with a very specific proposal that obviously had a chance to vote on. So it was amazing about the commitment and the enthusiasm and the persistence that people had in terms of making these things happen. So it made my job easy. It was a real blast, and I appreciate it very much.
Our next testimonial will be coming from Jason. This is Jason Parkinson, and he was also on one of our action teams.
Hello, everyone. I don't know what to say. They said, you want to come down and speak? I said, why not, you know? It all started for me when they had a brainstorming session at Parker Memorial. One of my great friends, one of my best friends, Janice Castle, knew that I want to get involved and do something great for the city. She said, go out. I said, okay. I brought a couple of my friends. And at the end of the brainstorm session, which was great, they said we had sign-up lists. So just sign up, and if you want to do it, you know, go on a long haul. And ever since that day, I think I've been more proud of my city than I ever had in my life because I feel like I'm actually doing something. And I've been one of those individuals who lived in Hartford who was always the one complaining and pointing and not providing solutions. And I think this is a great project and process to help us come up with great solutions instead of saying there's always something wrong. And I think we have a great city, and hopefully we can get the funding for next year. And I think all the projects that we presented, we did a lot of hard work as volunteers. And it's just to see the faces of some of our high school teenagers from Hartford High who were involved, because when I was in high school, or younger, it was hard to get my voice out, and I believe this is a great process to get the future leaders of Hartford involved. And I'm so happy to be here, and hopefully we can get the great projects going. And it was great to be a part of the neighborhood improvements team. We had a great facilitator. So hopefully I can be involved. Well, not hopefully, I will be involved next year. And hopefully this can encourage a lot more people who wasn't involved to get involved. So thank you.
And now we will hear from Gabby.
Hello. My name's Gabby. I was on the, I was on one of the action teams, doesn't matter which one. So yeah, same boat as Jason, don't know what to say. It was an awesome process, really enjoyed every moment of it, some moments more than others. Overall, so I moved away from Hartford in 2011 and I moved across the country to Seattle and then came back just in June of last year. So that was like right around the time that this all started. And I was super pumped to have the opportunity to kind of bring some of the ideas that I picked up while I was in Seattle back here to Hartford, because I believe in Hartford. I love Connecticut. I love Hartford. And I think it's a city that has so much potential. And now that we have the opportunity to like be involved and actually help Hartford realize that potential, it's I don't know, it's a great feeling. So when this does happen next year, I encourage anyone who can get involved to get involved in whatever way that looks like for you, whether it's actually being on an action team or just coming to the community brainstorming sessions, which were, those were awesome. Just seeing people like excited about what was going on in Hartford was incredible. Or just coming to things like this and showing up and voting, whatever way you feel most comfortable. But woo, Hartford Decides.
Give that to me. How about another round of applause for the three of our speakers? So whether you were an action team member, a steering committee member, a facilitator, a resident who voted, the amount of passion that was demonstrated through Hartford Decides is one that you cannot replace or redo. This is a truly special project, and I just want to point out that Jason's Facebook picture has been the Hartford Decides logo for weeks now. That's how excited our action team members have been about this process. Can we get all of our action team members just to stand up so we can give all of you a big round of applause? Don't be shy. Woo! That's right. Thank you so much. If any of our action team members have not received our gift of the picture and the certificate for volunteering with this initiative, they're all on the piano behind Linda and Richard if you want to wave. Ta-da. So please help yourself to the piano after for a wonderful gift. Thank you.
And so you're going to vote. And now we're going to present our thank you video, which highlights all the participation of all our action team and steering committee and facilitators. And it's our way of thanking you for all the hard work that you put in.
we are extremely excited to say we had 1,275 people voting in year one of Hartford Decides. We have 5 amazing projects that will receive the funding. So, project number 1 that will receive the funding is improving park lighting. Woo! That's right, our parks are going to be a safer place because of that lighting. Project number 2, cameras for senior centers. Project number 3 is performing arts, dance, and music pods. Woo! All right. Project number 4 is community gardens. I know my Hartford High students are really excited about that one in the room. And the project with the most votes for year 1 of Hartford Decides is, can we get a drum roll? Yes, thank you, I knew it. On your mark, get set, go! Paint the city! All right, we have 5, I'm gonna repeat, amazing projects: improving park lighting, cameras for senior centers, performing arts, dance, and music pods, community gardens, and paint the city. What a diverse, amazing group of projects we have here, folks. Round of applause. Now, I think it is extremely important that we get a round of applause for all those projects that were not selected. They are not less than, they're amazing, and the good news is we now have all those projects to put on for next year, okay? And I get, yes, round of applause. The steering committee is extremely passionate about all 22 of the projects, and we will work with any action team to see if there are other ways that their projects can get funded. Okay, we're with you, stay with us. We loved having all of you as part of the process. I think without further ado, let us celebrate with some cake. So, on the count of 3, can I say, Hartford Decides? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone, for all of your